What's up, guys? We're back in the YouTube groove. And if you guys are brand new to the channel, welcome to the family. But if you're one of those long-time subscribers, it is nice to see you again. In this video, I have 6 class setups that you need to add to your gun rack. And I'm not talking about the best class setup videos because that's all we've been seeing on YouTube lately. I'm not talking about the overpowered class setups or the god guns or the secret nuke class setups. No. I'm talking about certain class setups you need in certain situations. So if you're dying to those score streaks, if you're dying to those pesky specialists, or you're getting destroyed by a dude with a thermal titan, this is the video for you. And make sure you watch until the end, not only to improve my watch time to help the channel grow, but also because I'm guaranteeing you that you will take at least one of these class setups and put it into your gameplays, put it into your repertoire, or however you want to say it. But like I do in every single one of my videos, I want to give a special shout out to the Shake Squad. Now, if you guys want your comment shown in the next video, all you gotta do is leave something cool, leave something nice, or, you know, just make fun of me in the comment section down below. In today's video, we are going to give a special shout out to Maz MacGyver. He found my YouTube channel in an El Paso bathroom. That's awesome, guys. I love the enthusiasm. You know, hats off to whoever put my YouTube channel in a bathroom. And also the second thing, guys, is we're going to be streaming now exclusively on Twitch. I'm making the switch to Twitch. I want to grow on Twitch. So if you guys are one of the dedicated subscribers here on the YouTube channel, go ahead and follow my Twitch. I will leave the link in the description down below. My ultimate goal is I'm going to try and stream every single night. It's probably not going to happen. I'm going to try with all my heart. So if you guys love the channel, if you guys love the content, if you guys love seeing me rage, if you guys love seeing me Twitch, just go to my Twitch, follow me. It's the Captain Shakes. Like I said, I will put a link in the description down below. So without further ado, let's get straight into the best 6 class setups you need in certain situations. The first class setup I have for you is my anti-BS class setup. The gun and attachments are completely up to you, so feel free to use whatever you feel comfortable with. I am using the Rampart. I'm using the MK2 variant with high caliber 1 and 2 with fast mags, but like I said, you can use whatever you feel comfortable with. Let's go over what makes this class setup so good, and that is the perks. Now, I'm using a total of 4 perks, that being Flak Jacket, Tactical Mask, Cold-Blooded, and Ghost. Now, the reason I'm using Flak Jacket is because I hate dying to, you know, grenades. You take less damage from the reactive core. It's makes life so much easier when you don't have to worry about dying to that BS. Like I said, this is an anti-BS class setup. Now, the reason I like to use Tactical Mask is because when you don't have to deal with things like the 9-bang, the concussion, the secret drone, the Tempest, the reactive core, and the list just goes on and on about the stupid BS specialists that it really takes hardly any skill to use in this game. And that's the main reason why people, you know, complain about this game so much, is the specialists. Now let's go over Cold-Blooded. I love Cold-Blooded because you don't have to worry about the thermal, you know. Let's say you're getting destroyed by someone using a thermal titan. There's really no way out of it, because if you don't have a class setup with Cold-Blooded on, you're done. You're gonna show up in that thermal. And I like running Ghost just because you stay up the UAV while you're moving. Now, this class setup I love, you know, if I'm getting destroyed and I want to lay back, if I want to, you know, limit my death count and I don't want to have to worry about the BS, I like to use this class setup, especially when you're holding an objective. If you're playing a game mode like Hardpoint, and if you're playing a game mode like Domination and you're holding an objective, You know, the enemy can throw tons of specialists out at you, tons of grenades, concussions, 9-bangs. You won't have to worry about any of that because you're using this class setup. Let's say the game is really close at the end and you want to cap it, you want to get the game, you want to get the win. You can switch to this class setup and you will have a reliable weapon to use to kill enemies, and you'll have the perks you won't have to worry about dying to the BS crap in this game. And moving on to the second class setup I have for you, this is my anti-score streak class setup. Now, it's pretty basic. We have all ran a class setup like this before, whether it's taking down UAVs or taking down bigger score streaks such as the Sniper's Nest or the Attack Chopper. Now, what I like to run on this is an LMG. I prefer the Titan, just because it's more reliable, it's more accurate in my opinion. Now I'm rocking the reflex sight, and I'm rocking both extended mags, and I'm also rocking a rocket launcher, and I have the extra rockets on. Now this is a class setup that you only want to use for, like, I don't know, 10 to 15 seconds. You only want to switch it up if the enemy has a bunch of score streaks out and you're trying to win the game, or your team is getting destroyed. You want to quickly switch to this class setup and you want to switch back to another class setup. So I highly recommend this class setup. Now, I will give a little, I don't know if they're tips, because pretty much, I don't know, everyone might know this, but use rockets on the UAV and counter, and only use ammo on the chopper, sniper nest, or the strike team. Because with the UAV and counter UAV, rockets will take him down in one rocket. Now, it's very hard to kill a sniper's nest and attack chopper with one rocket. It's almost impossible. I think it is impossible. You're going to need to use 2 or 3 rockets to get those score streaks down. So you want to use the rockets on the smaller score streaks, and you want to use the actual LMG and the ammo on the higher score streaks. I think with a single magazine with the Titan, or perhaps maybe any other LMG in this game, you will be able to take down an attack chopper and a sniper's nest in one magazine. Don't quote me on that. I usually tend to spray and pray when it comes to that. However, you must use this class setup, and make sure you use extended mags too, and make sure you use the extra rockets on this class setup. You know, the more the merrier. You never want to go in, underarmed rather than overarmed, if you guys ever heard of that. So make sure you guys have enough ammo and enough rockets that you will be able to shoot down these score streaks. The third class setup we have for you is the ever-loving, non-stop, troll-fest, getting hate mail thermal class setup. Now, I believe everyone should have at least one thermal class setup, because we do have maps like night maps. We have Arsenal Sandstorm, and I don't know if it's just me or maybe perhaps it's some of you out there. I can hardly see when it comes to, Firing Range Night or Hacienda Twilight or Arsenal Sandstorm. I have to use a thermal on those maps, otherwise I get destroyed. Let me know down in the comment section whether you guys have a hard time seeing in those types of maps. But like I said, I do believe everyone has to have a thermal class setup in their gun rack. Now, I like to use the Vapor just because, with this, you could go and rush. You could run and gun with the Vapor. The mobility on the Vapor, lets you go out there and run and gun, lets you rush. I like to have rapid fire stock and high caliber on it. The perks and the gear, you can run with your normal class setup. It really doesn't affect thermal that much. I like to use the stim shot. I like to use, scavenger attack mask. I like to use gung ho and dead silence. Now, like I said, I do believe everyone should run on thermal. I know that, I might get hate, or you might get hate. People will call you a scrub. People will think you're bad. But at the end of the day, you paid for the game. You want to do good. Don't worry about what other people think. And like I said, I have a hard time seeing in dark maps and night maps and sandstorm maps. I'm not sure why Treyarch decided to put those kind of maps in the game. It looks like we're going to have, you know, those sort of kind of maps in the new Call of Duty, so I'm a little iffy on that. But if you have a hard time seeing in those kind of maps, just put on thermal. You know, swallow your pride, bite your lip, and just put a thermal on. It'll make your life go by smooth. Now, this class setup is one of my, by far one of my favorite go-to class setups for search and destroy. Now, we are using the overkill, perk, wild card, whatever you want to call it. So we have two primary weapons. And what I like to do in search and destroy is I like to run a long range weapon and a short range weapon, whether it's a sniper and an SMG like you're seeing on the screen right now, or you can even use like a tactical rifle and a shotgun. For my example, for this video, I am showing you the sniper slash SMG combo. We have the Damien, whatever you want to pronounce it. We have high caliber 1 and 2 and rapid fire. I like this gun. It is a really good SMG. I think it is one of the best, right up there with the SOG. And we are using a sniper rifle. I have the Paladin, which in my opinion, I love. I still think it's the best sniper out there. And we actually have high caliber on it. Now, the reason I like to run this is because, you can rush with the SMG. Rush around the map with the SMG. Go into long lines of sight with the sniper if that makes sense. Stick to close quarter combats with the SMG. So if you're going around a corner, you pop someone with the SMG and you notice someone's at long range sight, you have the option to switch to a long line of sight like the sniper rifle or a tactical or even an assault rifle. Now, if you're using a normal class without overkill and you are just rocking an SMG, you won't have that option to switch to a longer range other primary weapon. So this gives you the flexibility to run primary weapons and attachments. And just for the heck of it, the perks I'm using are Gung Ho and Dead Silence. In my opinion, Dead Silence is a must in search and destroy. But if you have that flexibility to go out and run a short range weapon, close quarter weapon, and a long range weapon, go ahead and do that. Now, before we talk about this class setup, if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and when you do, turn on all notifications so you will be alerted when I upload. Now, this class setup is my Nuketown class setup. Now, with Nuketown, if you like to rush around like 95% of the people do on Nuketown, the enemies are already going to know where you are. You're not going to have you could flank, but, the chances of the enemy knowing you're going to flank rather than a different map are, very high. They're going to know where you are. And especially if you're playing an objective game mode like Domination. They're gonna know where you are. So what you want to do is you want to make the gun overpower the enemy. Chances are the enemy team are gonna be half gun, half perks. What you are gonna do with this one is go all gun, but no perks. You don't really need to use Dead Silence. You don't really need to be quiet on Nuketown. The enemies are going to know where you are. I am running Gung Ho just to cancel out the sprint out time. But, the other perks you really don't need because they're going to know where you are. So I like to almost max out my favorite SMG in this game. Like I said earlier, the Damien. You guys can use whatever SMG you want. You just need to make sure to overpower the gun. You need to overpower the enemy, because if you do, you are going to hands down win more gunfights. That's going to lead you with a higher KD better score, and that's going to give you and your team the win. Now, I will say make sure you use stim shot, because when you're rushing around with an SMG on Nuketown, you are going to get shot. You are going to get shot a lot. Now, for this purpose of the video, I am using the Daemon. I have the Elo sight on it. I have hybrid mags, high cal 1 and 2, and rapid fire. If you guys remember, maybe like a couple minutes ago with the Daemon, I like to use the high cal 1 and 2 and rapid fire combo. Now, picture that with hybrid mags. So you're gonna get fast ammo, you're gonna get fast reload, extra ammo, extra damage to the chest and above with a nice sight. That's overkill right there. So this is my favorite Nuketown class. Out of all 6 class setups that I've shown you today or will show you today, I think this is the one that you guys will enjoy most, because who in the heck does not like to do this, to run and gun, to rush on Nuketown? So if you guys have to pick one class out of the 6, try this one. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys enjoyed it, and let me know in the comment section if you guys used this exact class setup. Now, this final class setup, from looking at it, yes, you're already gonna know you are going to get hate mail. You can troll with this class setup, but we're not talking about trolling. We're not talking about hate mail. We are talking about clearing out objectives and playing as the bait. Now, before we get into that, let's go over the class setup. We are using the Mod 12 shotgun. We have long barrel. We have the operator mod, and the operator mod, the Dragon Breath, is a really good operator mod. It pretty much inflicts damage over time. It's kind of like, if you guys remember in World War II, the incendiary shotguns, and we are also using the barrel choke. Now, the perks we're using is lightweight, gung-ho, and dead silence, just because we're going to be rushing, we're going to be running and gunning with this shotgun. Now, let's talk about the 2 things that I said earlier, and that is clearing an objective. If you guys are playing an objective game mode and you need to clear it out in order to, win the game, or, to come back in a game, or to get more points, this Mod 12 will go ham. Ham, baby. You're going to be able to take out multiple enemies. You're going to be able to take them out quick. You're going to be able to take them out fast. And also, you can play as the bait. Let's say you and 2 of your friends are rushing an objective. What you can do, if the enemy's going to know that you're going to be running with a shotgun, you can go in there with a shotgun, inflict as much damage as possible. The entire enemy team is going to be focused on you because you are running a shotgun. They're going to say stuff like, he's a shotgun. Oh, put away the shotgun. And your teammates are going to get in there, clear the objective, and get the points. I love using this class setup as teamwork rather than trolling. So when you're using this class setup, make sure you keep those in mind. And that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and spam R1 and L1 and rabble on for the next 10 seconds. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, hit those notification bells, follow my Twitch. I'm going to be live streaming almost every single night. Leave a comment down so you can be in the next video. And, I guess that's it. So we'll see you guys later. Have fun. Have a good one. Have a great day. Good night. Good afternoon. We'll see you in the next video.